Hello everyone, welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and this is the quilt we're going to work on today. This episode is called The French Connection. Now if you're expecting Gene Hackman and a funny hat, you know, with a movie, no, that's not what's happening here today. Today we're going to be showing you how to quilt with a tool that you might already have in your sewing room, and it's called a French curve. Now these French curves are, there's 3 of them usually in a set, but they have other ones that only have the one that you can bend into anything. Now this is an older French curve that I had. It is, because it's a plastic ruler, you can use it to mark your quilt. This is not a ruler that's thick enough to be used with the ruler foot. So don't think that you can use these and, you know, no, because this will slip under the ruler very quickly and you'll break your needle and you'll probably mess up the timing of your sewing machine and break your ruler. So this is what we're going to do today. So come on a little closer. We'll show you how we're going to get this done. Okay, so I've got my French curve and I've got some Tailor's chalk. Now Tailor's chalk is one of those beautiful products that just brushes off when you're done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up where I want to start my curve. Now I'm going to just put it here in place and make sure I've got a good line to follow. Think of this as a spine of a feathers, or you know, this is the kind of thing you would use for, see, that's the line we're making. And now we're going to take this and move it down a bit further. So, no, I'm coming pretty close to this line, this masking tape there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here and I'm going to mimic the other line. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make vines and I'm going to string them together with leaves and little tendrils. You know, the little things that help vines climb. And now I've only got 2 here, but what happens is you draw a 3rd one coming out. And it gives the mind, for some reason, is deceived by odd numbers. They think it's more pleasing. Oh, I just broke my Tailor's chalk. Oh well. I'll take a little bit and I'll put it back. It does break. I had a little bit heavier hand to it, so that's why it broke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish marking. So I've got like the 2 lines and then now another vine coming off, right? So I'm going to finish marking this piece and I'll show you what we're going to do with it on the sewing machine. Okay, so we've got both our thread, bobbin and the top thread, out on top of the quilt, and I've adjusted my ruler foot so that there's enough contact with the fabric. Like if it's sitting up too high like this, you're not going to be able to get a stitch, right? So if you put it down as far as it'll go and then tighten your screw, sometimes that'll help you get good stitch quality. So now let's just start. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quilt over my chalk lines to create a stem. Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna do very simple little quilting. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ugh. I know everything's. There we go. All right, and you just follow a line along where your chalk was. Okay, there. Now I'm going to do all the chalk lines and then I'll come back. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone all the way down the stem to the bottom and then came all the way back along the same stem. This will have a lot of thread build up very quickly here, but it'll be a cool effect. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this side, between this masking tape here and this side here. So basically I'm going to put in all my leaves and little tendrils on this side, and then as I come back, I'm going to divide half into this space here, or I could go on the other side. But let me finish this. We'll start here. Now, tendrils, you don't have to actually follow them exactly, because basically what you're doing is you want to get the idea of a little vine going on. So hang on, here we go. Let's start out. We'll go out and down and around and then back. You can also put a little leaf on the end of that. That'll be fine. And then we go back around. We follow the same path around. And we go down that stem. Now this is where you gotta just play with this a bit and make little tendrils. You can throw in the odd little leaf. That'll be cute. And here we go. And I'm just going to keep going with this idea. And back around. Now we're getting into a bigger shape here. So we can go a leaf up the middle of the leaf and make the little marks on the leaf as they Now, probably the most surprising thing about this kind of an idea is that by the time you finish sewing your chalk, like you go down one way and then you come back the other way, it's all gone. But you can see we're starting to get some pretty little leaves and vines going here. So just, we'll try. You don't have to even have the same leaf going on. Now this is a yellow variegated, but the variegations are not too much. They're not too deep. They're not too much color change, so you get away with a lot of fun little swirls. And you just keep following down that main stem. Put in another leaf. Another little curl cue. Oh wow, we're just about at the end here. Hang on. Oh, let's put another leaf. retrace your steps. And let's get a bigger leaf. Just want to go in that space. Now I'm going to go all the way to the top and start this all over again. Traveling along the line. Make sure my screw is tight there. And now I have a choice of going to the other side or starting to work in the middle of these other vines. So I'll be back when we get this all done. Okay, we're finished, and this provided a really cool vine leaf motif. Now you don't have to even travel over the same stitches that you laid down the first time. Think ribbon edge, right? Like one going up one way and then the other one's folding back on itself. So you don't have to follow exactly over that curve, right? So you do have your spine, or a spine that would be part of a feather, but you've gone over this a few times when, you know, going up and down. So it does provide a really cool look. Now, I would just love to show you, see, and even in the skinnier parts where you just do little tendrils, and then you just loop them back and forth, and you know, and it all fits. It'll all fit in there. Okay, let's look at the back, okay? Let's see what the back looks like. Okay, so this is the back, and you can see there's quite a bit of thread build-up there where the stems are through here, right? But it does, you can see the leaves, and you can see these little ribbony curls and tendrils, and it'll look fine. It looks really good. Okay. Okay. Then you look, oh, sorry. And then here's another little bit where it's the motif is a little bit smaller. But you get a lot of lovely texture this way too, just by going over traveling over your same stitches a few times. Okay, anyways, we got another section of this quilt done. So I can't hardly wait to come back, have you come back and watch what we're gonna do next, okay? I hope you have a fabulous week and a great day ahead. Okay, bye, take care. Hello everyone, just a quick reminder, this is the quilt we're going to start doing our sew along in the beginning of December 2021. This is a beautiful hand-pieced, hand-quilted. This is a beginner quilt for hand quilting. This is also an intermediate if you're using a sewing machine. And we're going to start this one at the beginning of December 2021. So if you're watching this 8 years from now, don't worry, it's a free pattern. It'll always remain a free pattern. We had a lot of fun doing this with our students, and we had a very enjoyable time. So if you like the videos and you like this challenge and you'd like to start a quilt along, comment below, but like, share, and subscribe with your friends. We are so happy that you're back with us if you're a subscriber. But if you're a new subscriber, please join. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, you have a great day. Bye.